All right, everyone, about to get started pretty soon. Just going to give it a few minutes, let some people get in the room. Got my chat up now so I can kind of see a little bit more of what all is going on. Okay, so welcome back. It is December 2nd. It is the second day of TryHackMe's challenge called Advent of Cyber. So if you're new here, the Advent of Cyber is where each day TryHackMe is going to drop a brand new cybersecurity challenge, and I'll be tackling them one by one. I'm Trent with Visual Torch, where we teach you how to keep yourself safe and secure from online threats. We try and make cybersecurity terms and tips provide clarity to that. So we'll be learning things, we'll be breaking things. This is a very beginner-friendly challenge. They do have some optional stuff in there. And each day it follows a theme. And this year is with McSkitty. And we're trying to save Christmas like we do every year. So the Advent of Cyber 2025 is a free 24-day cybersecurity event from TryHackMe, and it runs every December. And each day we unlock these new beginner-friendly challenges that I said. So you'll be covering things like web hacking, forensics, cloud security, malware analysis, phishing, and more. And they're all designated to teach you real-world cyber skills in a fun and hands-on way. So every day that we will be completing these challenges, every room we complete, they'll give us tickets, and those tickets will put us in a drawing for prizes that are worth over $150,000. So if you're brand new to cybersecurity or just leveling up your skills, Advent of Cyber is a great way to learn something new every day. So take a look here. We are on day 2, and this one is called Phishing, Merry Clickmas. So as we saw in day 1, McSkitty got kidnapped, and we're trying to figure out where she is. And they do have walkthrough videos that come through from some of the biggest names in the cybersecurity industry to help you out. So here we have 2 machines. We have a attacking machine and a victim machine. So the story: in light of several recent cybersecurity threats against the Best Festival company, the local red team has scheduled several penetration tests. The red teamers proceed to carry out a regular penetration test against their TBFC. Part of this exercise is to ensure the employees are diligent when clicking links and the company is well protected against the latest phishing attacks. This type of authorized phishing is a proven way to learn whether cybersecurity awareness has fruited. So you'll probably know you have your cybersecurity awareness training every year if you're on the job, or if you're thinking about it, about getting into cyber or want to know more about cyber. It is great to learn exactly how to protect yourself and how to protect your company. So in this task, we will be a part of the TBFC local red team with the elves Recon McRed, Exploit McRed, and Pivot McRed, which is funny because those are all parts of the actual penetration test. You will help them plan and execute their phishing campaign. So it's time to see if more cybersecurity awareness training is needed. So don't fail. So we'll be learning what social engineering is. We'll be learning the different types of phishing attacks, and we'll explore how red teams create fake login pages and use social engineering, a toolkit to help with this phishing attack. So we have a attacker machine and a target machine that I did go ahead and start. I'm gonna be hovering between 2 tabs, so we'll be able to see more of what is going on. So just have to answer this question below. I did go ahead and start my machines. And then this is where the actual exercises come into play. So social engineering, it refers to manipulating a user into making a mistake. Examples such mistake include sharing a password, opening a malicious file, approving a payment. The term social means the target of such attack is human beings, not computer systems. So I actually had a video going over phishing where I told you they're no longer hacking computers, they're hacking you. And this is exactly what social engineering is. So they rely on a psychological attack to get the user to cooperate. And some of these factors can play a key role in the success of such attacks, and they create things like urgency, curiosity, or authority. They're always going to try to get you to do something and do something quickly because they don't have that much time. They want to get in and get out. So phishing is a subsect of social engineering where a communication medium is mostly messages. So what they do is they originally started out with emails. So you may have seen things like the Nigerian prince email that was going around in the early 2000s, and it went from there and it went on to realizing that people have a lot of devices on them that let them connect to the internet. So we started going into text message, which is smishing. They started going after phone calls, which are vishing, and QR codes, which is now the latest thing with quishing. So their attacker purpose is to make you click or open or reply to an email. That way they can steal money, information, or access. So unfortunately, they're becoming harder to spot, especially with AI. So the TBFC cybersecurity awareness training teaches users about 2 anti-phishing mnemonics, which is written as STOP. The first stop is from All Things Secured, which tells users to ask the following questions when acting on an email. 1, is it suspicious? Is it telling me to click on something? Is it offering me an amazing deal? And is it pushing me to do something right now? And in the second stop, it's telling you to slow down. The scammers are running off your adrenaline. Type in the address for yourself. Hover but never click on links. Open nothing unexpected. Always verify first. Prove that they're the sender. So check the real from address or number and not just the display name. That's where you really get to see what is going on. And after hours of periodic cybersecurity training, the red team checks to see if the staff can dodge fishy emails. So we're actually going to be building the trap in this one, and we are going to be creating our own phishing email and hoping someone connects to it. So you must sound very convincing whenever you're doing a penetration test, trying to make sure that you have a successful one. It's not only how you write the phishing emails, but it's also how you set the trap for the target. The trap can be anything depending on your objective and your research to conduct on the target. So sometimes you aim to compromise a target machine and can achieve this by sending a malicious file to their email, or you can even craft a web page that mimics a legitimate login page. And that's exactly what we're going to do. It's going to be a fake login page where we attach a phishing email to send the target to. And then what's going to happen is once they go ahead and log in with their credentials, we're going to capture it and try and log in. So HackTheBox already created a script for us, which will be in the folder Rooms AOC 2025 Day 2. So right now we're going to hover over to this tab where everything is at, and we are going to CD into this room. So Rooms, it was AOC 2025, and it was Day 2. Oh, Day 02. 02. In here, we can ls to find the actual content. So we have this server.py. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run server.py. And right here, it's starting a web server that is listening on port 8000, a local web server. Okay, so I will now be able to actually either browse to that location, and this is what they're going to see when they actually click on the email. Did not select to have copy and paste go over, so that is what is going to happen. 1 port 8000, and let me take off this because it is HTTP and not HTTPS. There is no security being ran on that. So this is actually going to be the fake login page that once you type in something, we'll be able to capture it. So now we're going to use a tool called the Social Engineering Toolkit, and it was actually created by Dave Kennedy. So it's an open source tool primarily. It offers a wide range of features, and it lets us compose and send phishing emails. In the current scenario, we'll use this tool to create and send the phishing email to the target. And it's going to walk us through actually how to use SecTool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open another terminal. Oh, I did close that. What I'm going to do is I am going to open another terminal because I want to leave that. I want to leave this one up because this is where my server is going to be at. So open new tab, and we'll type in SecTools. It is, SE Tools. And here we are actually going to do a social engineering attack. So we're going to select option 1. And then we're going to do, we normally would do a sphere phishing. This is all the different attacks we could do, but we're actually going to do number 5, which is a mass mailer. And then we are going to email a single email. We're going to target a single email address. So that'll be option 1. And then now we'll start filling this out with the actual, with the target. So factory@wareville. .thm. Wareville@thm. We are going to use our own open relay, our own server, and the from address is going to be okay. It's going to be updates at Flying Deer. .thm. Flying Deer should be the one, and then we'll have to use the server address. Okay. We will leave the username and password for the open relay as blank. What is up, everyone that is checking out? Just let you know we are doing the Advent of Cyber Challenge 2025. So I am going through day 2. It is a challenge of prizes where you win tickets for $150,000 worth of prizes. So now we are going to set up the, we'll deliver directly to our target, which is the 10.40.64.126.238 address. 10.64.126.238. Just double. Oh no, I'm sorry. Dot 10. Okay, 147. Anytime we can just hit 99. Got the Control C and get out of here because I hit the wrong thing. So we'll go back and do this. It was 5, 1. Sorry about that. setting up our own relay server. From address is updates at Flying Deer. Flying Deer. Deer.thm, if I could spell today. And the username was, well, the from name is Flying Deer. We will leave open relay blank, password blank, and we need to do the email server address, which is where I was just at. 10.64.147.169. I feel like it's getting cut off, and that is okay. We use 25 because that is the port for SMTP. We will not flag this as high. No, we don't need to flag these as high. And we don't want to attach a file, and we don't need to attach an inline file. So this is where we'll actually be crafting our email. So we'll do shipping schedule changes because that seems like that would definitely get someone's attention. And then it's going to ask us if we want to do plain or HTML as a language. We'll just select plain for this. And then this will actually compose the message, and we can enter each time. So here you can actually see that they said, hey, we are, dear Els, kindly note we have been significant, there have been significant changes, and then we're going to actually tell them what actual, where to browse to. So this is going to be our malicious server to get their email, their login credentials. So we'll say, dear Els, there has been significant changes to our shipping schedule. Please check. Please visit http:// We actually have to give it the 10.64.238.148,000. And then now we'll say best regards, Flying Deer. And now I will hit end, and that will actually let us get to the end of this, and then we'll hit enter to continue. And this will go ahead and send off our actual phishing attempt. But what we can do is if we go back to our terminal and we check right here, we're going to wait a couple minutes. It's going to give them a little moment, and we will actually see that it comes in. So it's about to take 1 or 2 minutes. Anybody have any questions, any comments? Go ahead, drop them down in chat. Love to get to know you all. So wait, we'll give it a minute. Scroll back down here. And what we're actually looking for is we're going to be answering these questions. So every time that you have a challenge, we will be, they'll give you scenario questions. You have to answer them. If you find the flag or whatever they're asking, you can click check and it will actually complete. So once it is 100% complete, you will be good to go. Let's give it another moment. It should be coming in soon. So with this server being up, with the script, it's just a simple Python server that's being ran. And whenever someone does something on your Python server that you're hosting things to, like especially files, you will see the action that happens to it. You'll see if someone downloaded a file. In this case, we're going to hope that they put in their username, and we'll be able to actually steal their credentials at that point. So what we're going to be looking for is we're going to be looking for the password to access the TPFC portal. And then after that, they want us to browse to this address right here and then see if we could use the admin password to get into factory, because we want to figure out the total number of deliveries that are coming in. Let's see. It's taking a few minutes. So here we go. This is what you will see. You'll see that we captured a username called admin with a password named unranked wisdom. And it came from the 10.64.147.169 address. So remember, they asked us to browse to this address. Now let's go in here and see. This is the portal. So remember, I'm not going to use admin. We're going to use that factory. So we go to factory is the username. And the access actually, what is the password? So we need to answer that question first. What is unranked dash wisdom dash amp? I'm gonna go ahead and check. It will say that we went ahead, we answered the question correctly. Now we can go on to the second one. I'll go back over here. I typed in that wisdom anthem. Now we are now actually into the inbox. So this is the email that we sent, and you see it received in. Same thing I typed in, they clicked on that, enter their password. So now we can see Marta had an urgent shipping request. So this kind of actually goes into line with what we're sending. So it says, hope everyone is well and caffeinated, or at least in the possession of a reliable cup. I'm writing to confirm a high priority request that landed on our desk this morning and to lay out the operational details so we can move quickly and cleanly. The request is that the client is access to manufacture and ship. This is 1,984,000 toys to a mix of retail partners and charitable distribution centers within a couple of weeks. So this actually looks like the question that we want to answer. 1,984,000, and we'll go ahead and check that. And we're now done with the actual room. And if you want to, you can always scroll through, see more. We have the operational summary. With this type of access, there's many things you can probably do. I can probably go in here and actually search for contacts. I can harvest some more information. In the settings, there's no preferences. Maybe there's folders. and you can kind of wreak havoc once you go in there. So remember, when it comes to phishing, never click on the link, just hover, trust, verify, don't trust whoever sent this to you, and you'll be off to the races. So this is what it looked like for you to actually conduct a phishing attack. So with that, that is the end of our stream. Do want to thank you all for tuning in. If you want to, please do me a favor. You found this helpful, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Visual Torch is where we make sure that cybersecurity meets clarity. We're here to help you understand how to protect yourself. I'll be doing more of these every day. The plan is to live stream the Advent of Cyber. So come in, chat it up, let's have a good time, and let's figure this out together. Have a great day.